Good morning, dear student. I am Shivaji Rama Gudaji, Assistant Professor of English, Government Postgrad College, Kittur. Program BA, Subject Optional English, third semester, Rani Channamma University, Belagavi. Dear student, in the previous class, we have already learnt about the various grammar aspect. So in this class, I am going to be deal with sentence and its constituent parts. Sentence and its constituent parts. Sentence. Before start this session, so I want to ask the question, what is sentence? A sentence is a group of words. It is a group of words that gives a complete sense. Keep in your mind, it is not only a group of words, but it should be give a complete meaning to make a proper sentence. The words with no meaning, see your example, good, this said a boy. It is a group of words, but there is a no meaning. You look back to the group of words with a complete sense or meaning. A good boy said this. When you compare both these two sentences, the second sentence is a proper and it is giving the complete sense, so that is a sentence. Next one, stopped train the train stopped. Is ill he? Is he ill? It is an interrogative sentence. Loudly he laughing is he. He is laughing loudly. Did I it? I did it. Dear student, when we see these two types of the words which have written the group of words, the second one, words with a complete meaning, this is called as a sentence. I hope you understand the concept of sentence. Next, I want to move to the parts of the sentence. The parts of the sentences. Basically, the sentence is divided into two types. The sentence is divided into two types, means the parts that divide into two parts. First one is subject and second one is predicate. Then what is subject? A subject is a word or a group of words that denotes the person, I will go here for the exam. Rama sings. The dog barks. Here the Rama is a word, the dog, his name, a clever boy, a group of words that denotes the persons, that is called as a subject. Predicate. Then what is predicate? Predicate is a word or a group of words that denotes what is said about the subject. So what is said about the subject is called as a predicate. For example, here Rama is a subject, sings is a predicate. Sings is a predicate because it is said about the subject. The dog is a subject, barks, the dog barks, barks is a predicate, it's saying something about the subject. His name is known, his name is a subject, is known is a predicate. A clever boy, here we have seen the group of words, a clever boy is a subject, will act like this is a predicate. Predicate always it starts from the verbs. The girl wants to buy flowers. The girl is a subject, wants to buy flowers is a predicate. He saw me in the garden. He is a subject, saw me in the garden is a predicate. I know where is he. I is a subject, know where he is a predicate. She promised me that she would write a letter. She is a subject, promised me that she would write a letter is a predicate. The birds tries to sing. The birds tries to sing. The birds is a subject, tries to sing is a predicate. Milton is a poet. Milton is a subject and his poet is a predicate. I hope, dear student, you understand the concept of what is subject and what is predicate. So here the subject, how this subject act in the sentence. How this subject act in the sentence. The first part denotes we have seen the 10 examples. In the 10 examples, the first part denotes the persons or things. The persons or things about whom or which something is said. Whom or which something is said about that subject. It must be a noun or noun equivalent. It must be a noun or it is a noun equivalent. The subject is a word or a group of words that denotes the persons or thing about whom or which something is said, about that word or that group of words. Examples we have seen in the 10 examples, that is Rama, the dog, his name, a clever boy. The subject is often understood in imperative sentence. Dear student, the sentence is basically divided into two types, that is assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. And it is very important, you must be keep in your mind that imperative sentence, order, command, request, wish. So in this sentence, sometimes the subject is absent. So you have to consider the subject is always you. For example, go there, you go there. You must be understood there you is a hiding, but always it is a second person. Sit down, you sit down. Come here, you come here. You must be understand. Okay, I hope you understand the concept. Predicate. So predicate is a word or a group of words that denotes what is said about the subject. It is a second part and it explains what is said about the subject is called as a predicate. It must be a finite verb. It must be a finite verb expressed or understood. It should be expressed or understood. Example, sings, barks, is known, will act like this. Rama sings, the dog barks, like this. Now here are some exercises I will give to you. So you must be identify the subject and predicate in the following sentences. Read it carefully and try to identify the subject and predicate in the following sentence. So the first sentence, Delhi is the capital of India. So Delhi is a subject, is the capital of India is a predicate. He is the principal of the college. He is a subject, is the principal of the college is a predicate. They wait for the bus daily. They wait for the bus daily. They is a subject, wait for the bus daily is a predicate. We stop work at night. We stop work at night. We is a subject, stop work at night is a predicate. She and her daughter are clever. See, dear student, here she and her daughter, it is a group of word, it entire group of word is a subject. She and her daughter are clever is a predicate. I can speak the regional language of the place. I is a subject, can speak the regional language of the place is a predicate. Padma and Madhavi are good friends. Madhavi are good friends. Padma and Madhavi is a subject, are good friends is a predicate. He paid attention to the lecture. He is a subject, paid attention to the lecture is the predicate. Love is not a fool in the hands of time. Love is a subject, is not a fool in the hands of time is a predicate. We must love the poor. We is a subject, must love the poor is a predicate. I hope you must be clearly understand what is subject and predicate. Next we move to the kinds of sentences. So the sentences here we have divided into three types. First one is simple sentence, second one is complex sentence, and third one is a compound sentence. So these are the kinds of sentences we must be try to understand what is simple sentence, what is complex sentence, and what is compound sentence. Simple sentence. A simple sentence must contain one finite verb. See here, a simple sentence must contain one finite verb. It must possess an independent and full meaning. It must be possess an independent and full meaning. So see the examples. Ships sail on the seas. Here finite verb is sails and it is giving the complete meaning. Ships sail on the seas. And two more examples here. The train leaves in 10 minutes. The leaves is a finite verb. My dad never works on the weekends. Here the works will shows that it is a simple sentence. So these are some examples about the simple sentence. Next, complex sentence. The complex sentence must contain one main clause. See here, dear student, the complex sentence must contain one main clause and one more subordinate clauses. One more supporting subordinate clauses. The subordinate clause may be a noun clause or an adjectival clause. See here, the subordinate clause, it should be a noun clause or adjectival clause. See the examples. I do not know. I do not know. That is a main clause. And here the subordinate clause is where he has gone. This is a subordinate clause. I do not know where he has gone. Main clause including subordinate clause. So that way it is a complex sentence. The teacher told us. The teacher told us is a main clause that he would teach us poetry. The teacher told us that he would teach us poetry. The teacher told us is a main clause and what he would teach us poetry is a subordinate clause. So that way, dear student, this sentence is called as a complex sentence because we find in this sentence one main clause and one more subordinated clause. And last sentence, that is compound sentence, is a compound sentence. The compound sentence is made up of two or more main clauses. Two or more main clauses are independent and simple sentence. The sentence or the main clauses in a compound sentence are combined sentence, are combined by means conjunction. Through the conjunction, these sentences are combined. See the example. She lost some money is first sentence. She lost some money, full stop. She is worried. She is worried. Here the two sentence. These are two simple sentences. And now we are making this compound sentence. She lost some money. She lost some money, so she is worried. Now this is a compound sentence. This is a compound sentence. The two simple sentences have been combined by the conjunction so. And one more sentence here. Rani waited for the train. The train was late. Here Rani waited for the train, but the train was late. He was wealthy, full stop. He was still unhappy. Here, although he was wealthy, although he was still unhappy. He was still unhappy. So here, dear student, so, but, although, these are the combining sentences. So that way these sentences are called the compound sentence. So dear student, in this class we have learnt sentence, what is sentence, the parts of the sentence, the types of the sentence. I hope you clearly understand this concept. Now I will ask some questions regarding this. The subject of a sentence should be, the subject of the sentence should be verb, adjective, noun or adverb. The subject of a sentence should be verb, adjective, noun or adverb. The correct answer is noun. The predicate must contain at least a verb, adjective, noun or adverb. At least a verb. Structure pattern. Characteristics of language is the process of constructing sentences comprise a number of words arranged according to their grammatical function. All the above. The C answer is right. Now here I will assign some assignment. Define sentence and give an example showing its two primary constituents. And second one, what is compound sentence? Give one example. And you go for the higher reference books. It will help for your mastery over the types of sentences. IBH Standard English Grammar and Composition by Dr. N.G. Kotesh. English Grammar and Composition by K. Ramappa. Emotions RCUB Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi by S.P. Biradar. Thank you so much, dear students.